SKG here, coming to you with my first top 5 videos, and we're going to focus on the hunters, my favorite role to play. Now before we begin, I would just like to inform everybody this is strictly my opinion. This is in no way factual, that these are legit the top 5 best, period. These are just the top 5 best to me. And I hope to see y'all's top 5s down in the comments. So without further ado, let's get started.
Izanami.
Yes, Izanami, the baby mama of Izanagi and the newly released goddess of Smite. While she has gone through some recent changes, she has earned her spot on my top 5. Now why is she number 5 on the list and not higher? That's kinda simple. Lack of stun. I typically like hunters who can stun or root like Scotty, Neath, and Hoyu. However, what she lacks in stun, she makes up for in damage. Izanami has the potential to make very quick work of her enemies with the right build. A few crit items such as Deathbringer, Windemon, and Malice coupled with Haste and Fatalis, and you got a recipe for carnage. Now while I'll admit I still have to get used to her some more, I can clearly see the potential she possesses. Get it? Possess? Because she's a ghost? Yeah? No? Okay. The fact that she has a stealth mode allows for an array of ganks and team fights with just a simple way of picking off your least favorite guys. My favorite thing to do is to initiate the gank by entering stealth mode, applying the slow with her 2, followed by nuking them with the ult, in which I proceed to finish off them with her 1. Now one thing to keep in mind is that Izanami can't take what she dishes out. Now I know hunters aren't known for being tanky, but it is kind of fair to say it's easier to kill her than it might be to kill Artemis or Amuz and Cobb. But that's more than likely just me feeling that way. Normally in that case I would apply some sort of lifesteal, but I feel that works against her passive, as she's meant to get stronger the lower her health gets. Still, all in all, in the right hands, Izanami is a goddess who will get the job done, and certainly not someone I like to face alone in the jungle.
Medusa.
The hottie turned naughty Medusa slithers in at number 4. Now Medusa has what I like on a hunter, an ability I can use on her escape. She has good minion clear. She does tick damage from her poison arrows and the stun. Medusa doesn't suffer from movement penalties either, giving her a lot of room to do damage. In my opinion, she's probably the best hunter for the job when it comes to maneuverability while attacking. Her damage is actually so good that I like to tower dive, following up with my ult to pick off the enemy guy and use my 3 to make a quick escape. Truthfully, when I face an enemy Medusa, I believe the only way to quickly deal with her is to out DPS her. I only say that because her ultimate comes back rather quickly, and that's without an item like Jotun's Wrath equipped. One of my core builds for my hunters consists of Transcendence, Devourer's Gauntlets, and Odysseus Bow. Transcendence gives me the mana to maintain lane presence, which comes in handy for defending the lane. Devourer's Gauntlets, which goes hand in hand with Transcendence, while allowing me to gain health while distributing out a healthy dose of poison to my foes. Odysseus Bow to top it off for chain lightning damage right before a well-timed ult. Now why is Medusa the number 4 on the list if she has so much pros? I mean, let's face it, Medusa can serve up Deicides on a platter, making it a breeze for any good team of Smite players. Why don't we just take a look at our bronze medal, shall we?
Me.
My bronze medal on everybody's favorite nearly naked hunter, Neath backflips her way onto the number 3 spot. How is Neath better than when I play Medusa? Simple. She comes with a pretty good lifesteal ability, so I don't really have to apply gauntlets unless I'm getting greedy. Her backflip is not only good for getting out of a pinch like dodging a Thanos ult, but it sets up for a great team stun from Neath's 1. Also, and my most favorite, she can kill you from across the map. I cannot tell you all how many times I have killed an enemy or saved a teammate with her ult. When it comes to damage, Neith lacks the tick damage of Medusa's poison arrows, but makes up for it with her stun. Not only does her stun do a lot of damage, but it holds you for 2 seconds, and in Smite, 2 seconds is a very long time, and it can spell life or death for any deity. On top of that, if it hits a broken weave, you do an additional 100% of the damage dealt, meaning if you somehow survive this, expect her ultimate to come and finish you off. The same could be said of her too, which at max heals her for 80 plus 15% of her physical power. Add the additional 160 plus 30% of physical power from a broken weave, and you got a goddess with good sustain. Her ultimate can go through objects to hit its target anywhere on the map. However, this is only limited to Neith's vision, so the only way to hit a target from the fountain is to have a teammate next to your intended target. Couple that with the fact that if you can get Neith to backflip and then chase her down, you have a confirmed kill on the goddess. However, don't take that as a surefire thing, as you may still find yourself rooted and in the pit of Tartarus for underestimating her. Guess you should have been watching her bow and arrow instead of her curves and jiggle factor.
Scotty.
Our silver medal goes to man's best friend instead of the woman giving the commands. Why? Because Calder puts in just as much work, if not more, than Scotty does. I mean, you all gotta think about it. He can attack the tower, he can attack the Phoenix, he goes for buff camps, he can even do damage to the Titan and the Fire Giant. Admittedly, half of Scotty's damage comes from her canine companion. Scotty does possess good range, however, which I believe rivals Artemis. Her Ice Spear can come flying down the lane to clear minions and slow in you as well. She can also cause you to slip and slide with her 3 right into Calder's jaws. Which brings me to her 2 most important abilities, her 2 and her ultimate. Her 2 controls Calder, allowing you to sick him on anyone you please. It doesn't cost any mana, and as you level the ability, Calder only gets more dangerous. He gains a dash attack, he gets to heal himself if he kills someone, and he gives Scotty increased movement speed. Add in the ultimate, which completely restores Calder's hit points, draw rooted enemies, allowing you both to go to town, spells doom for anyone unlucky enough to get caught. Oh, and did I mention that Calder is invincible? Yeah, let that sink in. So basically, Calder is Pac-Man, and you're the ghost fleeing for your life.
Oh, Calder, who's the best destroyer of gods? You are, yes you are, yes you are.
Still, this doesn't make Scotty overpowered, as Calder can be rendered useless if focused by another teammate. And without Calder, and already lacking an escape from immediate danger, makes Scotty an easy kill. This is one reason why, for me, I put lifesteal on Scotty, to keep her health as high as I can before I need to return to base. As it should be noted that in Joust, with a damage buff and at level 12, Scotty and Calder can solo the Fire Giant. Guess every dog has his day, huh? With that said, let's move on to my number 1 favorite hunter.
Artemis.
Taking the gold medal is the goddess of the hunt herself. Now our list probably and more than likely differ from the number 1 spot, but to me, Artemis was designed to be the very definition of a hunter. She has a stun, a root, and an escape. Sorta. She excels at chasing down her target and killing them because of her high single target damage. Her passive at max stacks gives her a 15% chance of doing crit damage. Couple that with other crit items and you have a force to be reckoned with. Her ultimate stuns enemies, but is also Artemis' best means of escape when in a tight spot. Now combine her ultimate with another gods like Ares for a double stun time, and then throw down her 1 to trap an enemy god, leaves them open for free damage, and if they think they are going to escape, you finish them off with her 3. I usually equip Jotun's Wrath to get quicker access to her ultimate, but Artemis, however, does suffer from the usual hunter weakness, which to me is not being able to take what she dishes out, which is why for me, lifesteal is a must. Plus, it's wise to only take on one enemy, as Artemis lacks the ability to face more than one foe, unlike Neith and Medusa. However, while Medusa needs her 3 to chase an enemy god, and Neith needs her 1 to catch an enemy god, Artemis relies on her sheer movement speed to catch an enemy. This factor is increased if she has Hasten Fatalis and maybe something like Teleria boost and crit. Artemis is my favorite because I feel like she has the best damage output of the Hunter class. To me, she moves different and operates different. Listen to her dialogue.
Come into my range if you want to be a pincushion.
She's one cocky broad. Although she has a right to be, even though she has some impressive damage capability, she can be very easily countered. Hide of the Nemean Lion will help deflect some of her damage back to her, and Magi's Blessing will render her wand and ultimate completely useless, allowing targets to either escape Artemis' wrath or get the upper hand on the goddess to seal her fate. All in all, though each hunter has their ups and downs, but when facing Artemis, you all should remember one thing.
This arrow has your name on it. See? Moron. It's on all of them.
I hope you all enjoyed my list of top 5 hunters, and I would like to know your top 5 as well. Leave your top 5 in the comments below so we can continue this discussion. Most importantly, remember that these are just people's opinions and not facts. So be kind to each other, please. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys again soon.